Good morning. Today is going to be a good day for many reasons, but first of all, the baby, knock on wood, the baby has been sleeping pretty well. Last night we got a 3.5-hour stretch, no, a 4-hour stretch and a 3.5-hour stretch, which is awesome. So I feel good, I feel refreshed. This pineapple is going to taste amazing right now. It's okay, it could be sweeter, but you know what, I don't care, I'm starving. You may be asking yourself, where's the rest of my family? Well, the baby is asleep in our room right over there. And so I'm getting some stuff done out here while he takes a little bit of a nap. And Robbie and Avery are out at the ranch today hanging out and doing ranch stuff. So Beck and I are gonna get some stuff done here while they're out there getting some stuff done and just having fun, which is totally fine. I think we've all kind of been feeling a little bit stir crazy. So things on my list of to do today, I did a grocery order, so I have to pick that up. I need to refresh our cash envelopes. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a segment in today's video on how we do that. It's not perfect because we live in a world where cash is not the norm anymore, but it has been super helpful, and I'll explain a little bit of that later on. Anyway, groceries, envelopes, I need to clean up the playroom. And while Avery's not here, I kind of want to take the chance to clean out the playroom and take toys that she doesn't really play with anymore and either donate or put them away for when Beckett gets older. We got a lot of girl toys, so a lot of it may get donated. Just because by the time we have our next child, if it is a girl, who knows if that toy is even going to work. It's just clutter. Clutter drives me nuts in my brain. If I walk out in the morning and there's clutter, I'm just already having a bad day. It's part of the ADHD. A cluttered house like equals a cluttered brain to me, and anyway, so I gotta do that. That is a bunch of laundry that was in the laundry basket that you're currently sitting on because I don't know where my tripod is. Anyway, we're surviving and thriving here. And then if I get all my little chores done, what I would love to do this afternoon, I don't know when Robbie and Avery are gonna be back. Oh, I also have to throw something in the crock pot. Oh, let me pull that out, hold on. Watch out, buddy. Sorry about that. Not that you really care. I'm sure I edited out all that time, but I had to take a pork tenderloin out of the freezer and put it in the water in the sink to try and thaw it a little bit. I'm making pulled pork enchiladas tonight. Sounds super delicious. Saw it on a video by The Wads. Anyway, so I have to do that. Clean out the playroom, do some laundry, and if I get all that done as my reward, Beck and I are gonna go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx or Home Goods or Big Lots. I'm trying to find the Jordan's skinny syrups and like the fruit flavors. I'm on Water Talk. Well, I deleted TikTok, but I was on Water Talk. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like people who take their waters, their big waters for the day, and they put like drink packets and Jordan skinny syrup packets in it to make them or help them drink more water. I'm usually a really good water drinker, but lately I have not been. So we'll see. I'll put it in my Stanley. That was my push present, was a Stanley, and I'm very excited about it. So that's what I have to do today. And come along with me, I guess. Can you say good morning, buddy? Turn off your sound machine so it's not so loud, in case you feel like you need to say something. So right now he's taking an Itsy Ritsy Binky, but he goes back and forth between this one and the Philips Avent one. I think that's the ones that they usually give out at the hospital. Are you really listening? So the dogs woke him up. Darn it. So I changed his diaper. He's taking a medicine right now for thrush, so gave him his medicine. I also sucked out his nose, so he's had a little bit of a rough past 10 minutes, but I'm gonna put him in the car and we're gonna go get our groceries, and hopefully he'll take a little nap on the way. Oh, does that feel nice? Do you like your hair played with, buddy? Oh, you're so sweet. My sweet man. We have to have a bath today too, so we can go to church tomorrow for the first time. How exciting. Sweet boy. All right, I apologize. Not about the lighting today, although it's not great. I'm always apologizing for the lighting. But because you can hear my windshield wipers I have them on auto, and if it's even barely sprinkling, my car thinks that we're in the middle of a hurricane. So anyway, they can go really fast. Anyway, I'm on my way to go pick up groceries, and I was like, oh, I would like to listen to the Dixie Chicks, because we listened to the Dixie Chicks a lot when I was a kid. That and like Shania Twain. And I saw a YouTuber that was listening to them the other day, and I was like, oh man, like down memory lane. Here go my windshield wipers. I'm on like a back road, so you'll hear a lot of like water and stuff too. We're under a flood warning. Probably shouldn't be going the back roads, but I just realized that. Whoa, buddy, you okay? But I just realized that as I was already on the back roads. They're fine. Anyway, so I told Siri, hey Siri, play the Dixie Chicks. Well,
The Chicks now playing.
the Chicks. They're no longer called the Dixie Chicks. They just are called the Chicks. When did that happen? Can they do that? Like, so at first when I said that, hey, play the Dixie Chicks, it said playing the Chicks, and I was like, oh. So I went to go and like push the button on the side again to say it again. But before I did that, the song popped up and I realized it was the Dixie Chicks. Anyway, just a weird realization. Why did that happen? If anybody knows, let me know, because like, is this another Mandela effect thing? Okay, so I finished going to the bank. I did not film anything because probably shouldn't be filming while I'm backing out. Hold on just a second. What did we do before backup cameras? I heard that they're now standard on all vehicles. Is that true? Anyway, on all new vehicles. Anyway, I did not film at the bank. First of all, I was just getting out cash. I'll explain that later. But second of all, Beckett Allen was throwing a massive fit. Refused to take his bink, and he just was not having it. But he does this. He's done this to me several times now. Being a second child, like, I don't have the option to just like stay home and do nothing, which I don't want that option. I much prefer to be busy. But like, if we're going to pick up Avery and he's throwing a fit in the back seat, I cannot pull over most times because I'm on my way to pick her up and I can't be late. So I've learned. He gets himself extremely worked up, and then all of a sudden he just passes out, like conks out. It's not that he's hungry. He's been fed within the last hour and a half. It's not that he's uncomfortable. Like, he just gets so mad. He doesn't like being in his car seat. And then he's awake right now. I can see it. He did conk out and take a nap for like 5 minutes until we stopped at Sonic, because I'm treating myself. Since my family and my other two people in my family are gone, I don't feel like, I don't know. It's like that thing where you go get groceries and then you go eat out for dinner that night. I'm not eating out for dinner, but I did grab some Sonic. And the reason that I turned this camera on is I asked them for a large, I almost said diet water, good God. Large diet peach and raspberry water. I don't think there really is a diet peach. I think that the peach and raspberry flavoring are both sugar-free. This is so good. So good. Tastes like a, I don't know, good. It just tastes really good. So check it out, try it out. It's pretty yummy. No calories, no carbs, none of that stuff, but it is really yummy. So I'm gonna go home and eat lunch real fast and feed him after I put away groceries, but I think I'm gonna give you a grocery haul first, if he'll allow me to. We'll see what kind of mood he's in when we get home. Okay, this is gonna be the quickest grocery haul I've ever done because he's starting to get mad. He's got the big drama going on, as his pediatrician says. Anytime she's like checking anything and he's crying, she's like, oh, the big drama. You're all right, buddy. Anyway, this is why I don't like doing grocery like pickup, because so many of these things that I ordered are so much smaller than what I thought I was getting. So I should have gone in and like picked my own items, but hey, that's what happens when you are not careful and you do grocery pickup. You order the wrong size, but that's okay. Okay, so in no particular order, seriously, I've got baby potatoes, 1 red onion, hand soap for Abe's bathroom, lactose-free milk, goldfish, a pork tenderloin. The other one is in the sink over there. We're having friends over for supper, so I'm gonna make that tonight. Old-fashioned oats for some lactation recipes, lemon juice, peanut butter, the smallest bag of animal crackers, This was one of the things that was supposed to be bigger. Also the peanut butter. Matchstick carrots. These were supposed to be the big size, but they are the little size, so the little kids are gonna get these tonight. Pork chops, chicken thighs, lots of Chobani flips, unsalted butter, heavy whipping cream, raisins, coffee creamer, all-purpose flour. I've been baking a lot, doing like making bread, but also making lactation cookies, and brown sugar. The last thing that I got, oh, and grapes, they're back there. The last thing that I got, if you have these at your grocery store, run, don't walk. Run to the grocery store and get you a Honeyglow Jumbo Pineapple. They are the sweetest, most delicious, most juicy, most everything you want in a pineapple. Oh, they're so amazing. And I can tell this one's gonna be really good because it's pretty yellow. So it's gonna be pretty ripe and delicious. And I eat these for dessert, I eat them for breakfast. I love pineapple, always have loved pineapple. Ate it a lot towards the end of my pregnancy and I don't get tired of it. So, the Honeyglow, the best. Okay, really quickly, I got him soothed for a second and I have to start supper. So I'm gonna do that real fast before I feed him. While I was putting away groceries, I feel like Supermom right now, if I may say so myself. Okay, enough said. Anyway, while I was putting away groceries and like organizing things and getting him settled, I seared the pork tenderloin. What I didn't realize is, sorry, that's gonna be kind of wonky. What I didn't realize is that I had bought like one tenderloin, I guess, I don't know. And then the one that I bought today, because I knew I needed to double the recipe since we have friends coming over for dinner, had 2 of them in it. So I'm saving one and that one's back in the freezer. But anyway, to this, did I say we're having sweet pork enchiladas tonight? So to this, I'm adding 1 can of mild red enchilada sauce. My favorite is the green, but that will come in later on. Adding that to my crock pot. And then I'm also adding a 4-ounce can of mild diced green chilies. I also realized, oh my gosh, as I was on the back roads, like probably 2 minutes from home, oh my gosh, I did not crate Gunner before I left. And we have not done that before. He's usually always crated when we're not here because he's still a puppy and, you know, he gets curious and starts chewing things. Anyway, from what I can see, he did not go after anything, which is amazing. So I'm pretty proud of him. To it, I'm also going to add, uh-oh, we dropped the bank. Supposedly you can use any soda you want, Coke, Dr. Pepper. We're using H-E-B brand Dr. Pepper because who cares? It was so much cheaper than regular Dr. Pepper. And it's gonna be cooked, like, apparently Beckett's not happy about that, but anyway. So I'm gonna add 2 cups of this to my crock pot. I may add a little bit more because it'll tenderize it. 2 cups, and a little more for good measure. And then, oh no. No, Gunner, no. Good boy, good boy. Good listening. Good listening ears, buddy. Let me see what spices I need to add to this. Hey, almost done. You're doing a great job, my man. You're doing a great job. Okay, there it goes. I'm gonna... Okay, so I just was watching. I'll add her video down below. She has great recipes. Sorry, I'm like, half my head is cut off. Anyway, I'm gonna add about a half a cup. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Of brown sugar, maybe a little more than that. She's the one who has kind of like taught me that you don't have to go specifically by like exactly half a cup or exactly, I mean, you have different cuts of meat, you have different like weights of meats, so just do what makes your heart happy. Salt and pepper. I do not go heavy-handed on pepper. I hate pepper. Ugh, I hate pepper. And then I'm gonna add some garlic powder. I'm pretty heavy-handed with garlic. I love garlic. So, a lot of garlic powder. And then I feel like because we are making enchiladas, I'm gonna add a little bit of chili powder to it. Not a whole lot because it'll spice it up, but some chili powder and maybe some cumin. Let's see. I almost couldn't find it. Okay, that smells right. All right, and then I'm gonna throw the top on this. And this, you can do it on low or high. You can do low for 7 to 8 hours or high for 5. But because it's already almost noon, hello. But because it's already almost noon, I'm gonna go ahead and do high, because after I finish with this, I also have to like put it into tortillas and throw it in the oven. So we're gonna do high for 5 hours. And then that's good to go. Okay, I'm back with my makeshift laundry basket tripod. I am waiting for pump parts to cool down. I just sterilized them. Baby is sleeping, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my cash envelopes really fast, and then I'm gonna pump, and I think while I'm pumping, I'm gonna go and clean the playroom, because this is I have a Willow pump, which is like wearable, it's cordless, so you can do things. So I think I'm gonna go and clean the playroom a little bit. I really need to do some like cleaning out, but I really don't want to do any cleaning out. We'll see what wins. Anyway, still loving this peach raspberry water. So delicious. Okay, so we do the cash envelope system. It's part of the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University. We have not taken the class. This is kind of the only thing that we do that's based on that, but we love it. So I use my iPad every single week. Let me take this off and show you. So I use my iPad every week. Is it gonna, there we go. And I just downloaded this like paycheck envelope breakdown, and I think I got it from Etsy, and I downloaded it into my GoodNotes app so that I can go in each week. And then like I've been doing this for a long time. Like these just keep going on and on. Anyway, maybe it'd be easier if I set this down. Hold on just a second. Okay. So it gives you a place for your cash envelopes and your sinking funds. It gives you a place for the payday. So my cash envelopes go in this binder. I have two binders. I have this one, and then I have a white one, which I need to go grab, because most of these go into the white binder. But these are things that you have every single week: groceries, gas, eating out. If there's something that you do every single week that you need cash for, you put it in a cash envelope. Actually, I have RMK, it's Robert Mallory and Kids. That's actually part of our cash envelope binder, but it changes every single week. These never change. I'm always needing groceries, always needing gas, and we're always eating out. So depending on what our paycheck looks like or what we've got going on that month, these numbers may change, but I always have these in my cash envelopes. Sinking funds, and these, the thing with cash envelopes are, these are meant to be spent in that week or 2 weeks. And then if you don't spend it, you either move it to savings or you don't put as much in it next month or next time you fill your envelopes. We fill our envelopes every 2 weeks. The sinking funds, because it has a balance right here, this allows you to build up. So for example, we have a pet fund. If I add $50 to it this week, and then let's say I have to end up getting Shotzi groomed, that goes straight from the pet fund, but I've probably got extra in here. And I'll show you how I do that in just a second. I made everything super simple this week because I just pulled everything out in 50s. It's not always that simple. I sometimes will put, like, depending on, like I said, the month and what's going on, maybe I put 25 or 15 or 40, depending on what I've got. Okay, so the first thing that I'll do is I will show you, these are our envelopes. So I have groceries, gas. This is Avery's, but it's become the kids one. I haven't made one for Beck yet. Robbie's, mine, self-care. I haven't filled these in a while. These need to be changed and need to be filled, like taken out, and I need to go through them again. But anyway, dining out, clothing, which again, I don't fill that one. $1 challenge. So I don't do this for Robbie's or for Avery's, but if I have leftover ones in groceries, eating out, gas, or my own, I'll ask Robbie, and a lot of times he'll say, like, move them over. But you put them in your $1 challenge. You just kind of see how much you can get with $1. And then I always put that right back in savings. You can do the same thing with the $5 challenge. So, and then I also take all my receipts and keep them in here. And then I will scan them using the Fetch app. I take all coins out every week, and I have this white pitcher in our laundry room because a lot of times I find coins in Robbie's pants. So that will go in there, and then at the end of the month, when it gets full enough, I'll take it to like a Coinstar. We've talked about possibly using that as like a vacation fund, just like putting a bunch of money in there and then cashing it out and putting that all towards a vacation, but it hasn't been done yet. So let's see, groceries gets $150 this 2 weeks, but I also did just do a grocery pickup because it was so rainy and because I had the baby. So normally I would put about $300, but I'm just gonna put $150 in it this time. And I pulled, like I said, I didn't pull $300 out, so there was money left over for me to do the grocery pickup. It can be very confusing, but anyway, it works really well. Gas, $150. Next week we're going to my parents' house, so we'll have to gas up at some point. Because Robbie works from home, his truck can be a gas guzzler, but he doesn't use it as much. Dining out gets $150. Some people may say that's a lot of money to be eating out with, but truthfully, we've tried to like bring the number down. It may be a little different now because we're home with, you know, we have a baby, so we're not going out as much. I'm not working as much right now. But during the week, when it's a normal week and we haven't just had a baby, we've got lots of stuff going on throughout the week at the church, and we have friends that come over or we go out to eat with them. So this works for us. You do what works for you. If you budget for it and your budget allows it, don't be afraid to put $150, $200, whatever it might be in your dining out fund or your eating out fund. Let's see. The kids get $50. And this is usually put towards like Avery needed new shoes last time, and she needed new socks, or she needs new underwear. Beckett may need some new clothes down the road. Maybe we need some more pacifiers, things like that. Robbie gets $50, and he's kind of been saving his up. I get $50. Pulling out all the coins. So then what I'll do is, those last 3 were part of my sinking funds here. So I will pull out the money that was left in them, and I will add everything up. The new money that I've added and the money that was there, and I'll add it to the balance, just so I can kind of keep track of what's going where. So for me, I have $70 because I had $20 left from the last time, and then I just added $50. So on here, I will find M. It's not wanting to focus. There we go. Find M, and I'll say that my balance was $70. And then I'll do the same thing for Robbie's. So Robbie has $50. Thought he was choking. $110, $120, $122 in his. And like, I carry this money around, so he probably forgets that he even has this money, to be honest. So, and then the kids, like I said, they didn't have any last time. I had to buy Avery some new shoes, so the kids have $50. So I'll update that. Okay, let me go get my other binder. This one's done. Okay, this is my other binder. It says good things take time. Very fitting. So in this one, I have an animals or a pets envelope. I have an auto envelope, a birthday envelope, a Christmas envelope, holiday, like miscellaneous holiday, medical, savings, and vacations. Now, right now, we're not specifically putting anything away towards savings or vacations or miscellaneous holiday. We do, however, keep a medical, like put away, and oh, gosh, Gunnar scared me to death. I've been watching this ghost show, so I'm kind of like on edge anyway. But anyway, because I'm by myself. Medical, although I have an envelope for it, I keep it in the bank. Because when you go to the doctor's office or you're paying a bill online, like you obviously, it's harder to pay cash when you're in the doctor's office. If you're paying online, you're using like debit card and stuff. So I put $150, I budget $150 towards medical, but it does stay in the bank. So the first one is going to be pets. Pets are going to get $50. And they've got $90 in there. This can also go towards, like, goodness gracious, Gunnar's dog food is really expensive. So we pull his dog food out of that fund. Otto gets $50. So we actually have $150. So that's nice. Like if Robbie needs to redo his brakes, or one of us needs an oil change, or God forbid something happens, like we've got money stashed away for it. So although we may not need it this week or may not have needed it last couple weeks, it's nice to have it because when something happens, the money's there and it's not like a crazy expense or an unexpected expense that you're trying to budget for when you weren't expecting it. That's one of the things that I really love about doing this system. Birthday gets 50. You'll see how all that comes into play when it comes to Christmas. So birthday has 120. My birthday's coming up next, so that's where Robbie will pull from to get a birthday gift. And then for Christmas, I budget for Christmas all year long. Now, there may be some times where I just don't have money in the budget to put money towards it, but I start budgeting for Christmas in January. That way, when Christmas comes around, we've got money saved away and we're not going, oh my gosh, how are we going to pay for Christmas this year? So because of that, there's a good amount in there. And it's only May. So I've got 100, 200, 300, 350, 391. So we've got $391 already saved away towards Christmas this year. And that's where I found it the most helpful, because when Christmas comes around, I'm not freaking out. Okay, so those are done. I enjoy this part of my week. I think I like seeing where everything is going. So, okay, I think he might be waking up, which means he may want a snack again. He didn't eat a whole bunch. So he may want a snack before I go and clean the playroom. Oh darn. It's chaos again here.
Hi, I brought home the toddler.
Anyway, I did not make it for my second errands. I laid down with the baby to take a nap because I thought he was gonna wake up any minute, and he didn't. So we took like an hour and a half nap, and then by the time we woke up, it was time to feed him, and I needed to start supper. So I'll go tomorrow. But I wanted to show you. There's our first tray of enchiladas. I'll pour the green sauce, goes over it. You can also use the sauce that's left over, but I really love green sauce. So I'll pour green sauce over it and then some cheese. Throw this in the oven for 20 minutes on 350 and then it's ready to eat. We're also gonna make some rice and beans. But that is, I'm gonna finish doing that and then that's gonna kind of conclude today's video. So thanks for hanging out with me. Well, us, Beckett and I, but mostly me. So until next time, I love you all and God bless you.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't